Rush is by far the most articulate, defining voice of conservatism in America today, the most articulate voice of Reagan conservatism in the country. Rush is a powerful voice. I would argue that Rush is the leader of the conservative movement in the country.
What does it say about the college co-ed Susan Fluke, who goes before a congressional committee and essentially says that she must be paid to have sex? What does that make her? It makes her a slut, right? Makes her a prostitute. She wants to be paid to have sex. Ms. Fluke, and the rest of you feminazis, here's the deal. If we are going to pay for your contraceptives and thus pay for you to have sex, we want something for it. And I'll tell you what it is. We want you to post the videos online so we can all watch.
In this commercial, he is exaggerating the effects of the disease. He is moving all around and shaking, and it's purely an act. This is the only time I have ever seen Michael J. Fox portray any of the symptoms of the disease he had. He can control himself enough to stay in the frame of the picture, and he can control himself enough to keep his eyes right on the lens, the teleprompter. But his head and shoulders are moving all over the place. So this is really shameless, folks. This is really shameless of Michael J. Fox. Either he didn't take his medication or he's acting.
He did the same thing with Senator Fluke as he did with me. But as I said, it was more egregious than I think with Senator Fluke. Because he was a private citizen expressing an opinion that she has a right to express, and was sought out by people that we've elected to represent a point of view of the public. And she was knocked down brutally.
We're witnessing racism all this week that led up to the inauguration. We are being told that we have to hope he succeeds, that we have to bend over, grab the ankles, bend over forward, backward, whichever, because his father was black, because this is the first black president. We've got to accept this. Could we see the cute kid? Let's take a look, see who is the cute kid in the White House. No, that's not the kid. That's the kid. We try to...
A little history lesson for you. If any race of people should not have guilt about slavery, it's Caucasians. The white race has probably had fewer slaves and for a briefer period of time than any other in the history of the world. No other race has ever fought a war for the purpose of ending slavery, which we did. Nearly 600,000 people killed in the Civil War. It's preposterous that Caucasians are blamed for slavery when they've done more to end it than any other race. It's preposterous that Caucasians are blamed for slavery when they've done more to end it than any other race.
They have discovered that Obama does have slave blood. Slave blood.
The Republicans are just totally bamboozled right now. They think they've got to rebrand, and it's all predicted. They got to reach out to minorities. The Republican Party lost because it's not conservative. Why does putting Condoleezza Rice front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Marco Rubio front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Suzanne Martinez, the governor of New Mexico, front and center at convention not work? So, nigga with an A on the end. Well, I think I can now. Isn't that the point? Because it's not racist. That's the point. I could be talking about a male. I could be a Chinese male. A guy at the laundromat.
How many Native Americans, how many Indians were killed by the arrival of the white man through disease and war? And how many people have died since the white man arrived here due to lung cancer, thanks to the Indian-invented custom of smoking? Who are the real killers here? Where are our reparations?
Of you in judging this pageant and saying that you haven't been a supporter of women in the past.
I'm a huge supporter of women. What I'm not is a supporter of liberalism. Now, feminism is what I oppose, and feminism has led women astray. I love women. I don't know where this whole gets started. I love the women's movement, especially with walking behind it. This idea that I don't like women is absurd. And this is Miss America. And if there's a Mr. America out there, it's me.
You know how to stop abortion? Require that each one occur with a gun.
You put your kids on a school bus, you expect safety, but in Obama's America, the white kids now get beat up with the black kids cheering, yeah, right on, right on, right on.
But we can't go after poor old Barack that way, because he's a minority.
First president in history, to my knowledge anyway, who actually wants his nation to fail. He wouldn't have been voted president if he weren't black.
Let me put it to you this way. The NFL all too often looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips without any weapon. How many people really think of Obama as black? He's not from the hood. He's not from the movement. When I hear Chinese or Japanese, it sounds like all the same word.
For years, the radio talk show host had taken a tough stand on drug cases, advocating prison time for the crimes. But that's not what happened when he faced his own drug charge.
I am addicted to prescription pain medication.
I had never experienced the kind of euphoria that I got from a pain pill. So the pain pills came along and they masked all these feelings of inadequacy.
And how many people have died since the white man arrived here due to lung cancer, thanks to the Indian invented custom of smoking tobacco?
The upshot is that I have been diagnosed with advanced lung cancer. I don't want to burden anybody with it, and I haven't wanted to. But it is what it is. And you know me, I'm the mayor of Realville.